Where are we? Okay. Good late morning, everyone. It is a Friday before a 3-day weekend. Michael Venezia, head trader at Tradeview Markets, which sponsors TradeGATEHub. A lot of things going on today. There is a lot of things. Well, listen, okay, I'm going to go to the main page. I digress. A 3-day weekend with a lot going on, as you can see right here, just for example, in the TradeGATEHub page, looking here. Delta earnings, Tesla still lower, Bank of America. So you have some behemoths here. Delta, UNH, Tesla, Bank of America, Boeing still continuing its downslide. Zim still good. We were long in the room, giving it all day long. So with that being said, over this 3-day weekend, don't forget to open a live account or a demo account. If anybody needs any help, I use the same product. Well, hold on a second. I use the same product. This is my product. All right. You need help setting anything up? We have 3 things we do best at Tradeview Markets, and there's a lot of them. But first of all, it's built by traders for traders. Number 2 is the lowest commissions and the tightest spreads, and 3 is award-winning service. You need help? Let me know. Here's actions. You want to set up a query level 2? This is how I'm set up. You want to set up some sort of know what destination to use. Here's ARCA. Here's Smart TradeView. I open with 800 shares. Blah blah blah. Not to minimize it. Blah blah blah. Meaning that get yourself a demo over the weekend. There's a lot going on. The VIX is starting to get a little elevated, so things are moving. Either way, get in touch with one of us. We're here to help you. Let's go here to TradeGATEHub. Where are we? All right. What did we say this morning from this morning's post? Let's go to very quickly the Red YouTube channel, which is our video dossier, what Coach and I do and all our guests. This morning, please go to what I posted this morning 2 hours ago. What did I post 2 hours ago? Consisting of, Zimmer, still going up nicely, broadening up a little bit. Listen, it's going into a weekend. I wouldn't be surprised if some people took profits. Google again, still resting. Microsoft highs again. We noticed CRISPR. Here we go. CRISPR was nice. This morning took some off the table. CCJ, here you go again. Trading it actively, CCJ. I mean, it does have 8 million shares, decent range, so I'm trading it. Doesn't mean I don't think it's going to go to 51 or 48. Delta, Airlines following through. UAL, zero bounce. Maybe crude acting very well today with gold being up nicely is showing something. Mara breaking lows from yesterday. Obviously, everybody knows what those are doing with the crypto. Buy the rumors, sell the news, prevalent here in all the coins. Bottom line is they all move together. And things are trading as a group, and that's nice because it gives you a gauge. Here is the part of the 7 right here. Here are our semis, some Chinese stocks. Uber acting very well again, still breaking out on the Goldman Sachs upgrade from yesterday. What else are we going? DocuSign, keep an eye on this one going into the weekend. This is flagging very nicely. What else are we looking at here? Let me see what I got. Meta holding up very well. The big boys are buying Meta. I'm not going to lie. This is what they're doing. They're buying it with they bought it through this big, long weekly and monthly base. Meta, still not overbought. There you go. Microsoft still acting well. Amazon resting. Netflix shrugging off every downgrade it had the other day. Still looking on a resting day. What was I showing? Alexa switched. Oh, ACMR, another one. Still going. NTNX, mentioned several times in the room. I didn't have to. All it is making a new high. Your new high query shows you with an RSI. It's not overbought. So as they make new highs, that's fine. CYTK brought it up. XBI acting well. QS giving it all up today. What happened to QS? As you can see my screen, a lot's going on. Disney, General Motors, Airlines. General Motors is down because of the Boeing situation. Here's Boeing. Clean trade right here. Bear flag making a new low. I mean, it doesn't have to be just because it's expensive. You can't trade it. So let's keep in mind there as we head into the weekend. VIX up positive. The commodities positive with GLD and USO. Let's see how they close. Usually 3-day weekends are positive, and Mondays, or if you will, the first day of the week has been positive. But price action trumps sentiment. I'm going to go with the board tells me, not my opinion. That's what got me here. Yeah. AHR, the hangover still. had a 1 day delay. Let's keep our eye on that. Also keeping an ON semiconductor down as well, flagging below a gap. There are a lot of good plays here. Start small. And if this is a type of market with the VIX is a touch elevated at the moment. It's arguable that start small. I've been finding in this type of market that your winning positions will turn into good positions right away. Winners are winners turn out to be winners right away. GDXJ, we're a little late here. This two-day move in GDXJ, 34.5 basically to 37. What a move. QS, EMPH, dog, these are in trouble. ZS, there's some profit taking. Oh, JP Morgan and Citibank. This was the short of the day. Citibank, look at the bar in this thing. I shorted it. I was pounding it short at the high of the day. See those things? Boom, 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 boom. Like a machine gun near the high. 53.70. It made immediate move down. I made $1, left the meat of the trade on the table naturally, but I did short some Morgan. JP Morgan was the one. Now listen, JP Morgan went from 177 to 171. Does this mean it's all over? And the financials is giving it all up. It's profit taking so far. But what we want to see are sweepers going back in. Maybe give it a couple of days rest. I understand even the move it's made here. It's not going to, if they don't start buying the calls on Tuesday, it's not going to I'm going to throw it out. Within the next couple of weeks, I'd like to see him back up with some calls. Anything that looks like that, I'd like to see. Or else that could be a very, very easily be a buy a rumor, sell the news. Bitcoin, GBTC. So listen, it's almost like they're playing defensive into mega cap. Apple bouncing off the 200-day still. Google. I wouldn't be surprised if they started going into Oracle at this point. Nah, not Oracle. That's at its day. Amazon. What's to argue about here? You know what I mean? So there's the megas. Acting well, very volatile. Lennar giving some back. There's a little chart on Lennar. I'd like to hear Coach's opinion on this one. That's funky. That can go either way. It's almost binary to me. I don't see that often, this type of chart. It's a homie. Let's look at the other homes. Let's look at a total. Let's look at DHI, the homie of all homies. All right. CYTK. CCJ, MJ, I'm along a little drop box. Wilo got the upgrade today. Looks good. Pulled back a little bit. I don't blame him. I'd like to see it hold this open right here. This at least opening range gap at 73.5. Clear 74.5. You might have something, but pardon me. I really think the money's been made so far today, especially this week. So as a 3-day weekend approaches and volume thins out, it's not an excuse not to do anything. But you know what I mean? I would go with the board tells me. AAOI, look at the range on this yesterday. 21 to 16 AAOI inside day. Look at that move, right? I mean, that's all you have to trade. Iowa, Newmont, GDXJ. Am I at his dog position? I got 2,000 short in GDXJ, but I'm going to get out. Mara. Listen, let's watch how these cryptos close into this 3-day weekend with everything approved. Maybe they pull, a 3-day weekend bounce. I'm not sure. I'm not in any. I'm not playing it yet. If I were to go in one, what would it be, Mike V, you ask? Probably Mara. Mara's not bad, right? Here's Mara right here. 1972, the year I was born. I'm not going to lie. Maybe that's an omen. Maybe it isn't. You think I'm going to buy this thing, Mara, down like this because of my birth date? But it does look okay here for a starter. It's just going to hang around this 20, I think, for a little bit, unless there's any Bitcoin news. I'm thinking out loud. Oils giving a little bit up. I get it. What's breaking high? Let's look at Wise, guys. And we'll leave it there. Because they know more than anything from us today, at this day. Believe me. Okay, IWM bearish, no credence. Uranium. Tesla puts was the Tesla chart. I mean, don't be dismayed by a name. You know what I mean? If this was Campbell Soup or whatever, or say U.S. Steel, whatever, Gap stores, you'd be. So there's Tesla. I get it. Below the gap, not acting that well. Let's look at a stock like Lucid. If it's just Lucid making year lows at the $3 mark, my lord. Rivian, whatever you want to call it. That was the competitor, the new one, the new Tesla. I did sell a lot of it. I'm not going to lie. Even QS, look at this thing. I was a hero. QS was 10. 10, and I did punt. 250,000 shares. Fact, 10 to 750. It's a 500,000. Now, would I buy it back is the freaking question. I'm not in it anymore. If I want to take a position that's, oh, where's my three? A couple of things I'm taking a position in. Newmont, I did buy some yesterday. We talked about it yesterday with Coach. 3M, another one still in, not even flinching. All right, so what's active with volume? If you are trading, let's go to something like a stock scanner and give us price action, range, and volume. Let's look at up, high, and relative volume. That's all we care about is up, high, and relative volume with volume. CRGE, not interested. Uranium. See, I bypass these things because these are penny stocks. So it's uranium, 500% of its value. CCJ, first three. Actually, you know what? I mentioned the majority. I mentioned the first three. Uranium. I did mention DocuSign. I mentioned JP Morgan. I mentioned Zimmer. What's down on volume, on high and relative volume? These are decent ones. Delta, all airlines, melting. So listen, they're sector specific. Wells Fargo, Citibank reported. Airlines reported. So they're concentrated. I like to see this because it's pure price action. It's group related. They're not throwing darts. They're punishing, and they're also tagging they're hurting the tag-alongs. So it's somewhat of a cerebral market, if you will. I hate to say that. Doesn't mean I'm going to make any more money. I have to be better instinctively. I'm not going to lie. After 30 years, it's almost instinctual with my principles behind me. So I'll leave it right there. If there's any questions, we're always taking them. Thank you for posting Surf's Up. Surf's Up is Alexis, who works with me. Stocks that have recently gone a bearish 821-day cross. Folks, these are good stocks, man. These are every ones that are on major scanners. I didn't make these up. These are on major scanners of people. So this is what's going in here. Airlines and autos and crypto. I like this one. RSI breakouts and 150% volume. That's sexy. Swin, MPC, Shop. Ooh. Shopify right back up to the high. What an animal. Good stock. Win, RTX. So we have Shopify, DocuSign, Takeover, Uber acting incredible. Win, Marvell. All these stocks have been taking positive option flow. I don't know what to tell you. I mean, it is what it is. That's why I do it. I didn't make it up. All right, so we'll leave it there. GMBL hold. They're taking up some low floaters. Hopefully it'll be one of mine. Gamble. What is this freaking thing? All right, here's a low floater for those that are on the TradeView either demo or active account. Gamble, 330 to 4, halted up. This is right here what I see, by the way, when I'm looking. This is my news. Bitcoin lows, dollar, the VIX near the highs, Bitcoin new lows, Gamble halted. Members, keep in mind the markets are closed. More option flow. DraftKings bears, General Motors puts, and it should be puts. You know what? Because they're smart. If they're short the transports, which were very weak today, they'll probably see a General Motors probably. It's not a barn burner, but it probably goes back to the gap at 34.50. Coach probably would say it probably breaks it at 32.5. So we'll leave it there. Okay. Any questions? I appreciate HCP calls. I saw that going by. Any questions? I'm always here. Bottom line, it's an international room. It's my baby. I feel a fiduciary responsibility to do my best, no matter if it's one person or 1,000 watching. I have an idea who is watching. Actually, I do know who is watching. I have the metrics. We have the metrics, including Surf and the team under me, video, visual. So thanks for tuning in. It was a great week. Next week's a short week, so it's a good time to, once again, get either one of the demos, go over the videos in TradeGATEHub, ask any questions, comments, and complaints we're here to mention. We got a thick skin. We've been doing it for a long time. And we'll leave it there. Don't let your trades turn into positions. Cheers. It's been an honor. Thanks, everyone.